I'll be starting very soon. For those that are tuning in. Even though there's literally no one here, but still, hey. My goodness. So, have to know, do y'all enjoy what you're looking at? Even though there's no one here, still. This is, this is an insane person. No, but, welcome, everyone, to this. Does this even capture? There it is. There's my mouse. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. My goodness, there is big funnies. Big funnies is what this is. Okay, so basically, we're gonna be making some hairstyles today, and I wanted to actually stream it because I felt like it, and yeah. So hey, if there's people that show up and say hey, then hey, nice. Have to put it here somewhere. Anyway, this is my latest creation. It's called the Insane. No, okay, let's get out of you. Anyway, we're here. The music is going to be playing in the background. I might need to turn that down just a little bit so it's not absolutely overpowering. I just want it in the background. It's by Chillpeach, by the way. Chillpeach is the one that makes the music. Let's real quick get some stuff situated. Let's not be in that mode anymore. This is just a funny. We'll keep this over here for possible photos later. Who knows? We might need them. Anyway, so yes, this is the funnies. This is the funnies. I need to go through and change a few things. This hairstyle is not actual hairstyle. Oh my goodness, that was terrible. This is a hairstyle that I'm working on. I've got a few actually. Here's all of them put together. As you can see, this is absolutely insane looking. But no, we're not gonna. We're gonna be working on the J currently. Why is it called the J? Who knows? Actually, I know exactly why. It's because I actually have a few photos. You know what? Let me get those photo references in here, so I can kind of actually. No, yeah, we're gonna get a picture of a what is that thing called? I literally just said it. The J, yeah. Blue Jay. Where's the good tuft one? There we go. I'll do this one. No, this is close enough. Save image. I'll get one of this. Save it in the hairstyles. Yeah, that'll work. You know, actually, I have that too. Hold on. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Let's real quick add an image, reference image. We're gonna get this one. My goodness, that's a big blue jay. We're gonna put this off to the side because I feel like it. My goodness. That's really gonna help us, right? Look at that, look at that, look at that. The goal here is to kind of get to that kind of like that swoop back and up. Because this is nice. This is actually the sword bird, I think. This is the sword bird. So what I'm going to be doing is sort of creating this over here and putting it on here. There's no colors on the actual feathers, although maybe I should actually like texture those. Texture this, so it's actually like colored properly. Maybe, maybe that might be something I do. I might actually go with Blue Jay colors just so I can actually. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I need a big feather because I want the big feathers to actually make up this J. The J. The actual like I don't know what this is called. It's called the top of the head. That's what it's called. We're gonna do something, all right? We're gonna do something. Jesus. I need to get this face off of here. I mean, this is. Oh my goodness. Oh my lord. There we go. That's much better. It doesn't look like an absolute demon anymore. We like this. We much prefer the non-demon look. Is what I'm going with. Anyway, so yes, we have something going on here. I might actually just take the J. I mean, I might take the swordfish I already got. Actually, let me also hold on. I don't need this to be in a pose, so do that. So I don't need to worry about it. Get rid of the armature. There we go. And I might get the other photo. There's another photo I can actually grab and throw in here. This one? This is kind of one. I might use this as like another kind of thing I can look at. Actually put that a bit further away. Let's see here. I have kind of going for a different kind of no, we're good. So this is the J selected. Yes, it is. The J has been selected. So I think what we first do is we grab these and bend them this way. We want, oh my, we don't want to bend it too much. I think that's nice. I want this one to be very, like, it's presentable. Very presentable in terms of the bird. The bird. If anyone actually does not know what this is known as an Avali. Specifically, this is a Zavali. I forgot that I don't have proper mirrored stuff on this thing, so I'm going to have to delete one half of the head. We love that. We love that, actually. That's my favorite thing that I love doing. Yes, that's, yep. We love having a non-symmetrical side thing because of a mess up early on. We love that. Let's delete all that. There we go. Delete. What'll happen is near the end of this specific haircut being made, I'll just simply symmetrize it to the other side so that we actually have a symmetrical hairstyle. For now, though, we're going to work with what we have. Get rid of all that now. Now we only need to work on one side of the head. I could mirror it, but I don't want to do that for some reason. You know what? Get rid of that one. We don't want that one. This one, bring forward. This is a very large feather. I'll throw you like right there. for the moment. Okay. This is kind of what we want. Although I don't know if I want it to be this flanged out. I kind of want like a really big feather. This is still way too large. We want a big feather, but we don't want it to be absolutely insane. We might go with a different style of this so that it's just barely turned. Or maybe not. Who knows? Who knows with what I have going on here. Actually, no, I think that works very nice. That's kind of what I want. What I might do is make it thin. Or do I make it really wide? Like a really big feather like that. See, what we're going to try to do is we're going to take this and we're going to put 2 on either, maybe 3 for what I'm going for. Maybe. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I don't want this exactly centered. I don't want like a center vertice, because then we might have issues. Actually, do we want this more forward or more backward? We'll do it this way. These feathers are all going to change over time, so these won't be a big a deal. All these are just temporary positions currently. And you know what? Actually, hold up. Before I do that, go back a bit. There we go. What we're going to do is actually, I'm going to real quick UV unwrap this. So I have another feather I can work with in terms of color. Nice. There'll be another feather added on. I'm going to just select all of these. Maybe this? I feel like There we go. I need to get, actually, we'll do it like this. And I have enough for one more big feather. I might be able to place. Nice, nice, nice. There's a lot going on here, I know, but trust me, this is not one whole hairstyle. Go back to just the J. So now we have the J and all the different feathers. Okay, so like I did before, we're going to just take this, move it off to the side. Let's do this. That's kind of flat. I could make it to where it does this though, because tough like that. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how it goes though. We'll see how it goes. Actually, hold on. That looks nice. That looks nice. It's very, you know, presentable, if that makes sense. I like a very. Actually, is this more like a peacock? It might be more like a peacock, kind of. Hmm. I don't. Hold up. I might want to bring this forward just a bit. I just want it to not overlap too much on top of each other, or like not overlap. I don't want them to go through each other much. 'Cause I actually like whenever they're kind of like they look proper, kind of, if that makes sense. I don't know. So we have the three big ones, which have that one, which is nice. I think what I might do. All right. So I could do a thing where I do this again, but I kind of don't want to do that again. I did this with another hairstyle where it's like this kind of curve up. I don't know if I want that. Absolutely insane. I actually might do it where it's just straight, like how it is for the other stuff. Actually, they're kind of already like that. I just don't want them to be the exact same. Hold on. Let's see what we can do here. We're going to bring this a bit back. Take this, bring this also a bit back. Bring it up a little, bring it back. Take this one and also bring it back, but also bring it up. Yeah, that's kind of what we're going for. Nice, we've got bots in the Twitch chat. We love that. We love it. Nicely. We absolutely love when we have bots in the chat. It's our favourite feature of Twitch. Aye, aye, aye. Alright, so I think do we do like a fan? A fanning of like a fan out of a lot of this stuff. I want this to be a very, big forehead kind of bird. Actually, yeah, I like that. I like the sound of that. Hold up. We're gonna take most of these. Actually, hold up. What am I doing? I can grab like all of these. We'll set this to individual origins and we'll rotate it a Y. That'll kind of help me move these along a bit, move this along a little faster. I think the goal is, again, we're trying to get a very, like, not a bourgeoisie bird. I already have the aristocrat hairstyle. Maybe I can do something here. Do something like that. Maybe? Well, that's kind of what I'm going for. I might need another one of these. Actually, what's this one? You know what? We'll use this one. I don't need another one in there. I think we're good. Actually, hold up. Let me position this like that and just stretch it out. It's going to look a little wonky for now, but no. Give me a medium point. There we go. Have a big feather. Just put that like right there for now. Actually, let's try to get them close. I love how I just said I don't need another one in between these, but I'm still going to do it. That's my favorite part. My favorite part about having how many, who knows, mental issues is that, yeah, I just can't decide. I can't decide. We're going to do that. I think that's nice. I think that's nice. Never heard this one from Chillpeach. We love the jazz. My goodness. Could I fit a third one? That's the question. This big old feather is nice. I do like the look of this feather, but I feel like it's not close enough. And it might actually not be big enough. Okay. Don't know what I just did there, but let's not do that again. Ooh, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Or do I not like it? That's the question. You know, I kind of want this to fan out, like, really wide. So you know what? Whoa. It's a much larger feather than I thought. Let's put this right here. Make, whoa, we don't, other side, please. We'll straighten it out just a little bit. That'll work. I'll bring this a bit down. How deep in the head is it? It's like some of these feathers go a lot deeper than I thought. It's fine. They're not going to mess with anything. Don't know why I did that. Just bringing this down a bit. Turn it a little bit more. And then move this a bit more like that. That's nice. I'll take it. I think that is a nice bent feather, enough to do what I need it to do. Although I might need to bend this bit of it just a bit more. And that'll work. Oh wait, hold up. I really should do this like normally and not do that, but it's fine. Since this is going to be a somewhat large feather, I'm actually going to give this 2 more of those. Select edge loops. Smooth that out just a little bit. Okay, never mind. Do not do that. Okay, do the same thing here. I want like a smoother look. Oh my god, I'm dying. Come down just a little bit. But we'll do this. This will be the last feather. I think that's almost exactly where it needs to go. Almost. Actually, probably make this a bit wider so it has more room. There we go. I think that's packed nicely for what I'm going for. Yeah, I think that's good. Nice. All right, back to this. Okay. Do I think I can bring this down without causing 6 billion issues? Kill 7 million people. Maybe we bring this one up a little bit. Give that like slightly more raft. And then you know what? Let's actually fan this out even more. We're gonna take this to a level unseen of, unseen. We're gonna really fan this thing out. I want this to be so fanned out. That's wonderful. That's wonderful looking. Now, how much do I want to layer it behind, though? That's the question. And how do I want to fan it behind? I feel like I can get rid, or not get rid, but maybe change 2 of these. Just make these really large feathers. You have to love, what is this called? Proportional editing. It's basically the equivalent of using the sculpt tool, but just not. It saves so much time in ways I didn't think possible. That's kind of twisted enough. I don't think I want to twist it too much. It's a little stretched there, but most of the time you're not even going to see that. Most of the time, I say. Who knows? Maybe you're, I don't know, showing off your inner feathers or like something. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm just a man. Not a bird. Another big feather. Ooh, you know what? Do I keep these here? You know what? I'm going to keep these here, but I'm actually not going to use these ones to actually take it back. I'm going to actually use the ones that are already here and just duplicate these guys. This will make my life a little easier. I'll fan it out a little bit. Hold up. That might be a little too close to the edge. I said the edge, the center. Definitely not the edge. I'm gonna do that, and then what we want is like something like that. Trying to get the correct. I don't want this to like look. Oh yeah, that. Oh well, this one's a bit more bent in that direction now because of my meddling. This is a bit wonky. Do that. Bird. Nice. That's nice. Ooh, hold up, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Johnny, hold up. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Y'all like Windrose? Y'all being the no one that's currently in here. Oh, the funny thing about streaming is I can talk as much as I want. and I don't like talking to the void, of all places. And no one will answer. And I'll be happy. I'm just kidding. I would like someone here, but that's fine. It's fine. Loneliness is sometimes the best remedy for someone's sorrow. It's probably what someone would say, but at this current point in time, no. Alright. And I'm really messing up this feather. I might need to delete this feather. This feather might be so messed up for all I know. Let me smoothen things out a little bit, make it straighter. That really messed it up, I think. No, it didn't. That's actually fine. Well, actually, hold on. We're going to take this and just stretch it. That'll work. Oh, yeah, I think that's great. Do I want to take it out further, though? I might take it out just a little bit further. Let me check something real quick. No, nothing. Okay. What's that? A notification? I don't care. Goody, 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 goody. I gotta make sure I grab all these feathers and bring them out before I forget, because I am going to forget them, and then they're going to be lost to the void between feathers. And reusing these feathers is quite nice, because all I have to do really is customize only one of them, and they all get customized, or texturize. Texturize one of them, and they all get texturized. Which, to some degree, that kind of limits some creativity with it. But the thing is that because of how this is, it's actually not that hard to actually just UV unwrap some more, and then just, well, make them even more customizable. Just for the moment, and for the sake of me not taking 600 years to make these haircuts, I'm only doing it based off a simple customization to make it really easy. Is this... I don't think this was properly placed here. This is fine. Just stick this in the head like that. I love how most of the time there's feathers that are placed on like a character for any avatars that are being made. They just stick them directly into the head and then call it a day. It's very funny. I mean, look at this. And it's kind of realistic, but not to like this degree. Like, what the world? Where is this one? Is this one? Oh, you're actually not even one of the feathers that are like kind of. No, I might keep that like that. So the beauty of it is that I do need it to go back at some point. And having it fan backwards after a time, I think, does in fact do the thing that I want it to do. So you know what? I'm going to just start doing that a little bit here. But not too much, not too much. We don't want to overdo it now. I just want to do it to a point where I can see, you know, the cascade where it slowly goes down. It's very, you know, very like if you want to be seen kind of bird hairdo. Oh, goody. Goodness. I don't know how I'm going to do the side hair. I could keep the fan going down and have like it be like a full on like kind of like a mane almost. That might be a really fun idea. I'll call it the lion, even though this is a bird. Maybe? This is still Chillpeach, isn't it? Yes, it is. I was a little worried there, but I was playing a different music. A different music. We love different music. No, that is a correct sentence. What am I saying? Let me see, what I'm saying is, I don't know. This is looking pretty okay for what I'm going for, but I feel like there's something missing. Like another fan. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? You know what? I might keep that there. We're going to take another big feather. Actually, we're going to take one from like the center. Take this, bring this out here. Oh yeah, I think I like that. Hold up. We gotta properly place it though. Maybe bring that back a little bit. I'm gonna get a headache, man. Is that too far out? No, I think that's fine. I think that's kind of like exactly where I need it to be. I think any more would make it too much. I think this is like just the right amount of... Oh, guys, look at me. Rats. Rats. We are the rats. We love Germa. Hello, germs and germets. This might need to change a little bit. Hold up. Make this larger. Pull this up a little bit. Make it larger. Pull this up a little bit. Like, it's not like smooth transition, you know what I mean? I want a kind of a smooth transition. If I can't get a smooth transition, then what kind of transition is this? That's almost there. Let's actually bring this down a little bit more. Possibly. Maybe. really toying with a lot of these feathers. The beauty of a bunch of feathers being used for making this is there's a lot of feathers being used to make this. How many? I wonder how many there is here. Like, not feathers, but vertices. This is gonna be a lot. But I feel like if people like it, they'll want a lot. You know what I mean? I just don't want to overdo it because 6 billion feathers is 6 billion feathers, but 6 billion feathers is also 6 billion feathers. And people might really like that, you know? You never know. You never know with the community of the Avali. But also of any other bird. All right. I don't know. I keep hitting the middle mouse button and it keeps doing that. And I'm like, what possibly could I do to deserve that? What possibly do I use that for? Because I never use it for anything and I don't even know what it does. Hold up. Let me take this one back. Putting it down. Like you. That doesn't seem like it's... There we go. I think that's kind of what we want. Huh. Lots of feathers here. Lots of feathers. We'll do is we'll straighten this one out now, right? Just barely, just enough where it kind of keeps that thing going. And we'll do it again, but this time we're gonna really bend it into another direction like that. Maybe that's too much, but we're gonna say it isn't and just say it is. Fine. Man, does that look a little wonky. Hold up. We can do something. Just do that. I think that's great. And that fits alongside these guys, which I can go ahead and just start adding some more of. Look at that. That's cascading downwards. I think the J is coming along quite nice. For those who like presentation. Or would that be more of the aristocrat? Just a giant feather. I think that maybe it might go. Hold on. Let's put it right there. We don't want it to be absolutely ginormous, but we want it to be a large feather. You don't have a lot of volume right here. Might need to add some. Just add one more feather, I think. One more big one. Kind of really turn it over. maybe? That's kind of what I'm going for. That... make it smaller. There we go. That kind of hides it. Hides the baldness. There's only so much you want to do. You don't want to add too much and then make it insane. I feel like this is already pretty insane, but I might actually be able to bring this whole thing forward a bit. Set it downward, just a tad. Yeah, I just literally just grabbed all the vertices and brought them forward. Look at that. We love just doing that, just for the fun of it. Does it mess up some of the stuff? Maybe. Maybe. I have yet for it to really fully mess something up, though. I think for what I'm going for, I think this is nice. So I want this more forward in the head. This spot right here is going to make me sad. Let's try to fix that so it doesn't do that. I just want enough to be covered here. Huh. You can see this one? Good thing I found it. It's a lost feather. A feather that can be found once more. Just as they call us long ago. Let's bring it like that. That's nice. This actually kind of gives me more room to work with in terms of placement for the feathers because I brought everything forward. And it just barely opens up some possibilities. I think the hairline's kind of forward. No, I like that. Because like this is like straight up on the forehead basically is where it starts and then it goes up and then sloshes, and I think that kind of is what I want. That curve. Although technically it curved back like that kind of. But I like the idea of it going forward for, you know, you're trying to present yourself with this haircut. You're not trying to slick it back. Although maybe that's something people like. Who knows? You never know. You never know. Everybody's different. And that's something a lot of people don't really realize a lot of the time these days. Sometimes, though, that difference is brought forth in a heinous action against the person. Just because you're different means that you're worse or something. That's what people think sometimes. But if you take a moment, you really think about it. We're only as different as we are human. I think that makes sense. Just spouting a bunch of nonsense. That's what I'm doing. Bunch of nonsense. Is it nonsense, really? Or is it just the natural state of the world? Maybe I'm bringing this a bit further down than I want it to be. It kind of covers up that, but that's fine. This is just what I'm working with for now. Technically, it looked different on a different bird because different patterns and whatnot. So, let me see if I can find another picture that I might want here. Okay, no, can't really find exactly what I'm looking for. But this is close. This is pretty close to what I'm looking for and what I'm wanting. Although, maybe... Any Yu-Gi-Oh competitors in here? Let's just switch it straight to Yu-Gi-Oh. Why don't we? I'm just kidding. There can't be a Yu-Gi-Oh competitor in here. There's literally no one watching. It'd be funny if there was. A friend that was a Yu-Gi-Oh. That is a Yu-Gi-Oh competitor in tournaments and whatnot. He's pretty cool, pretty chill. Pretty cool dude. I'm going to delete this one actually, and then we're going to take this and copy it. Did I accidentally copy that twice? No, I didn't. Is this too close to the eye? This might be too close to the eye. Bring these a bit forward into the skull. I'm worried that they might peek out if the head moves a little too much. They shouldn't, because of how I do this, but you never know, you never know. There might be something that messes up. There's always something that messes up. I think that looks nice. I think that looks very good, actually. I need to move this over a little bit, though. Do that. Maybe make it larger. Plunge that out. Plunge it out. Plunge it out. Plunge it out. Yeah, I think it's fine. Oh, yeah. Look at that. It's like that nice curve that goes straight down. Look at that. That is pretty good. But we want this all to rotate toward the front and be a bit more presentable. You're really trying to show the feather patterns and whatnot with this one. Really trying to show off. You know what I mean? Look at that. That's very nice. Very nice. That nice slow turn toward it. I might even do something really wanky with this. Hold on. Like, what if we have feathers that start pointing forward because of how turned they are? You're really trying to show off now. That'd be pretty fun. Give it a try. Give it a try. Might as well. See what it looks like. There's one thing Bob Ross has taught me. It is there's never any true accidents. There's happy ones. And even if there is a bad one, you know, as long as you keep getting back up, then you can never really fail. It's always a learning experience when you fall. Oh yeah, I like that. It's like, oh my goodness, yeah, this is great, great, great. That's what we like. That's what we like. We do like that. We do like it. I think we need to turn these a bit more so they actually follow along with the rotation. I want it to like really look like this stuff is spiraling toward the bottom, like someone really styled this, the feathers to properly go down and like show the patterns and whatnot. Okay, well, that's a bit too further out, though. We don't want that. to be honest, this music is a little funnier. That same piano tune is a little wacky. It's not bad, not bad. Just a little wacky. Just a little wacky. I think that's perfect for what I'm going for. Nice little spiral down, like golden ratio and whatnot. Can we get that? Can we get a picture of that? Hold on. Golden ratio. Hold up. I need to see this. Get this. I need this picture. Golden ratio. Golden ratio. I need to get an image of this real quick. I need to make sure I'm like I'm not the next like Shakespeare or something. It's not at all what the golden ratio is from. Oh, it's okay. I gotta real quick convert that to a JPEG. Does it look like I know what a JPEG is? Hold up. Give me 2 seconds. This is a joke. I need to make sure the joke actually is funny. If the joke's not funny, then what's the point of the joke, you know? Like, come on now. You gotta at least make the joke funny. A JPEG. I don't care, export the image. Thank you. Does it look like I know what a JPEG is? Okay. We have the golden ratio. We want the opacity down, we want this in front. I mean, come on now. Come on now. Look at that. This needs to come forward a little bit, like right here. This maybe goes back a little bit. This right here, that's fine. And then it follows, and it goes right to the mouth, because that's definitely where that's supposed to go, right? Definitely. Hopefully. Maybe I put this. Ooh, do not move that. What happens if I do this? Like, can I get like a? Like, can I like give me a? No. Come on, we can get something here. No, that's great. That's good in all angles. All angles. Oh yeah, look at the golden ratio. That's how good this is, definitely. Just push that back. In fact, just put that in the scene collection. You never know when you might need to use the golden ratio to look at something. I've already forgotten which one it was. We're gonna say it's this one. I'm gonna bring this one forward. It was a joke, but I'm treating it like it's serious. I gotta at least, put some amount of. There we go. I think that's fine. For what I'm going for, that's fine. Now we gotta work on the back. The front side of the face is good. I don't think there's anything else that we need to actually work on back there. So let's grab this dude. What's the chances I can rotate these dudes to be seen to the front as well, just to really mess with it, just to really mess with it. We're trying to get that perfect, like, wham. You definitely understand what that means, right? That perfect wham. Oh my god. You love it. You absolutely love it. No talking, because I'm focused. Definitely. 100% focused. That's definitely what that is. I've run out of things to talk about. I do that a lot. Actually, because I can't think on my feet. Oh god. A little tired as well. It's probably enhancing the insanity. Maybe I bring this one a bit backward like that. Let me actually change these. Do the same thing here. This is technically the front as well, but I need to properly, like, swish these things so they actually rotate to the amount that I want them to. This one actually is terrible right here. Can I do that? Make this a bit wider. You know what? Get another one of you. Throw you here. Rotate you more this way. That looks like some nice burns right there. Look at that. I think we're good there. Might be doing too much on the side now, but it could be wrong. I could look up real hairstyles and do it that way, but then I wouldn't be like, I don't know. I like the idea of using actual birds as my reference image, and also looking at like the ones that are given in the books is just to see what I'm kind of going for. I might get one of these actually. The issue is I don't think I have I mean, if I make one of these small or smaller, I could use that extra room for a small one. Like a stick one, like how these are. Technically it'd be like this one, but it I think we're just pouring something. What is this? I'm not sponsored by Gamer Subs. That'd be pretty sick, though. Look at the J. Nice, nice. I do like how it curves back, but I want it to be like a somewhat large hair in the back as well, or large feathers. Like, I want this to be kind of large, kind of large. That head is very nice for what I want. The head is also a lot wackier when you look at it like this without any hair. When I looked at like the Diwali and stuff when making this thing, um, I was always, I don't know, like the Diwali's head square, and there's some other like what is it, the Kita Valley or the Ageria Valley? Those ones are absolutely like just wide, which I think is more realistic to the ones in the book because some of them actually have wide heads. But stuff like this, like their side, side of the head like this, and then it's not as circular. It's more like a kind of like more like a wider or a what is that called? Uh, a long head, if that makes any sense. Which is more, it is more realistic to some of the other kinds of Avali pictures I've seen. Which is what I kind of based this one off of. I wanted to have like more of a longer snout than all the other Avalis and whatnot. And you can even make it longer with the snout shape thing I have on here. Speaking of, let me actually do that. Snout. There we go. Look at that. Now it's more like the actual volleys from the book with like the really like flat kind of forward head and goes into the nose. If I want lots of hair, like if I want big hair in the back, I'm gonna have to really go large with these dudes. Hold on. Oh yeah, a mohawk. That was another one I really wanted to do. Although I could call it the mohawk. Funny. What is that laugh? What is that laugh? What is it from? What is it from? I've been watching some MacGyver recently, like the old, like I'm going to MacGyver this into like a, like the joke that I think mostly the South uses. Let me MacGyver up some, I don't know, some batteries real quick for you and get this thing working. That kind of MacGyver. Ooh, there we go. I think that's like nice large hair in the back. If I do take one of these, I make these smaller, just a little bit smaller. I could easily fit another one of those. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Actually, hold up. Don't do that. Do this one. Z, X. Flatten this out as much as I can. I don't want it too flat. And what I'll do is I'll just take this and just really make it long. really thin. Really, I want this as thin as possible. Then what we'll do, I'll actually delete that vertice. Let me do something so I can actually make sure this is 100% going to be symmetrized or symmetrical. Delete. No. Delete faces. I want this to be symmetrized. Nice. So now it should, yep, now it's fully doing the do. Now, what possibly could I be doing with this, and what am I even doing? You see, I'm making a nice little. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I really like bifurcated designs like this. I think they're really sick looking. Let's actually double that up so I have more leeway when it comes to do that, and then do it a little bit more. Yeah, that looks nice. I could probably smoothen out these 2 or 3. Oh my goodness, these are insane. Okay, what do you mean that's smooth? Actually, I don't really need to worry about that too much. I think those can be like that, and that's fine. It's just up here I need it to be pretty okay. I could go for one of these designs, but I don't want to use a design from the book. I want to make my own design. In terms of how I want this like to go out. I kind of like that, but I feel like these need to be extended a lot more. There we go. Look at that. That's nice. I could see something going on there. Do that. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll do this, and then subdivide. One, two, three, four. Yeah. That's a bit too twisted now. We want it to be twisted, but we don't want it to be that twisted. Speaking of twisted metal. That's a game. I like it. Very nice. One of my favorite games growing up, actually. Absolutely insane, though, the lore in that thing. Alright. So, take this and UV unwrap. Actually, what am I doing? Just link that and then stretch it out like that. Yeah. Now, making designs for this part isn't going to be that big of a deal. And I assume people would just color this black. So I think that'll be that. Okay, nice. Let me real quick get a quick look at how this looks. Yeah, they have plenty of room. Plenty of room. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Take this time. It's fine. Nice. Get back to this one. Alright. Now we take this. This. This is the aristocrat. I say, as I'm going to make this the absolutely most insane looking thing ever. What? You know what? No, lower down. That's what I want. How far in the head did that poke? That pokes more than enough. That's great. That is... Is that too low? I mean, that's kind of what I'm going for right there, but... maybe it should be rotated. Like this. It does mess with this, but I don't think that's an issue. Alternatively, I could just do this. There's technically not in the way of that. No, I like the idea of it being like more in the back. Like this doesn't need to be shown off. This is just something that hangs off the back that's just there. The plumage. I could see something with that. Yeah, I can see something with that. That's nice. Okay, now we need to fully finish up this back of the head and we're done. Take these and continue to just bring them up and make them large. But I want to kind of start moving them a bit more out. Wait, what? I don't think I've ever seen that one. What? It's like the funny. I say it's the funny one, but it's like the really thin Japanese or Chinese mustache that usually gets put on like stereotypical, like kung fu master. I've never seen that one. That's funny. Maybe we do this. Then we take it, do that. Now, speaking of games, I am streaming like Blender. This isn't a game. It can be though. I've seen people make games in Blender, which is insane, by the way. I don't even know how that's possible. First off, but what's it called? I forget. Forget what I was saying. That is a really thin. You want some form to that. Come on now. I did say I don't want these to be clipping into each other as much. And I'm just going to let them be clipped into each other like I'm insane. Come on now. I'm getting a slight headache. I might need to get something for that. Might need to get something for that. Who knows? Who's that? Whatever. Anyway. I need to make these a bit larger as well, so it follows along the suit of all the other ones. I want these to be larger, but I don't want them to be too much larger. I don't want to take away from the actual front of the head. Because if I take away from the front, then the whole front is just useless. This is definitely the largest amount of big feathers that I've put, though, on one thing. But it's mostly this front part that is the actual, like, main big plumage thing. It's these first two layers, and everything else behind it is just extra. You know, I'm already doing a kind of a mohawk thing going on here. So you know what? Do that. We're going to actually bring these all in a bit more this way. And we're going to proceed to place this like that. Okay, I think we're good. I think the kind of hawk at the back is nice. Is this the punk rocker? That's not a question, I just thought about it. What am I saying? What did I just say? This isn't a question, I just thought about it. What am I, reading the chat of my mind? What? Man. I really am insane, aren't I? Okay, you can probably be embiggened. That's what that's the correct term, right? I don't know. Just make it scoot outwards a little bit at the end of it. It kind of scoots down, but then back up. This isn't even the front styles. I still need to do the front hairstyles. I've got all the main hairstyles that I want. Except for technically a mohawk. I did kind of want to do a mohawk. This is not a J, is it? The only part of this that's a J is the front, and then that's it. The J will be the name of the plumage right here. I might call this the ratio. Oh, I might call this the ratio. That sounds funny. All right. Put another one right there. Overlaps a bit more. And you know what? We'll put one more right here. Do I think that's enough? I could put more down here, but I don't know if I need to. Okay, so grab all the stuff in the center. All of the ones in the center. I said all of the ones in the center. Nice, except for you. And you. We'll do this. And we'll do switch around here. Oh my goodness. Is that too much? Ooh, that's a little too much right there. Hold up. I can probably get a feather in there. That'll make it look a bit prettier. Like, if it's like a small hole that leads to the scalp, I'm not too terribly caring about that. But if it's like something like that, where it's like a pretty large portion of the top of the head is seen, I kind of want to hide it more. Like, seen from the back, yeah, you can obviously see a lot more back here. I can probably maybe put one more thing here. Yeah, that's not, so try as that one. We'll take one of these. We'll put one more here. Dang, maybe you're right. Maybe I do need, like, one more. Who is he? Who is we? Who is you? I don't know. My mental strain. That's who that is. And just symmetrize that. That is cutting it close. That is, my goodness, look at that. That is very tight. I think, though, that is good. This is a very strange hairstyle, but you never know. Someone might really want to be... I can see a lot of cool designs you can do with this. You could really, like, really present yourself. Not many people are going to like this one, though, I don't think, but it's funny. And plus, you can actually, you should, whenever I'm done with this, you'll be able to take off these ones and place them however you want, if you want to actually do that. Or put them on another one if you wish. There's a few things I can do with it. These things take away from this a little too much, in my opinion. But I'm going to still put them here. Simply for the sake. Would these work better on another one? I mean, with that one, with the Shima, it does look kind of nice. But the side feather is completely one-sided, so I don't need to worry about that. The sword feather is nice. The Arista bird already has a bunch of stuff in the back. So no, I think this is fine. It is definitely weird, though. What do I do here? I'm trying to really think about this. Okay. I don't want to mess with the feathers on the ears. I think the ear feathers are fine the way they are. I hardly change those between all the hairstyles. I could call this something else. I don't know. Hold on. Let me... Since I have all my hairstyles now, I want to grab all of the feathers that are actually the main part of the hair now and separate them as their own separate thing. Now, there we go. Link summon. Okay. Select mirror. Extend. There. All right. Separate. I'll call this one the J. This will be known as the punk, the hawk. We call that the hawk. The J plume. Okay, hold up. The hawk, the J. So get rid of the J. Holy. Well, my goodness. That is one big... Where's the bird? The J. J plume. The hawk. Just knowing that is pretty nice. That is kind of what I want, though. I might need to actually hold up. Swipe out. Real quick, make sure this actually is. There we go. So it's a bit better. The hawk. Let me also grab these. This will be also separated. This will be known as plume. What do I call this? The plume fin. Plume J. Plume fin. Okay. The hawk. I might need to actually go through and add more feathers to these if this is going to be how it looks without any feathers. If this is the hawk, that means I want like these to be more toward the center. Hold on. We'll get something here. Well, this doesn't look like a hawk at all. Oh no, I want it like that. You know what? No, I'm going to call this the Akuma. The Akuma. You know, the Avuma. The Avama? You know what? Yeah, the Avama. This does not look like what I thought it would. Oh, and I can actually see some of these feathers now a lot more, because there's not as much stuff in the way. Yeah. The Avama. Look at that. The Avama. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Really shows off the head a bit more. Like the Avama, the Aristobird. Alright, now we gotta go through the Aristobird and get all the big feathers. The big feathers are just these three. Well, actually, technically this is not just these three, but these are nice. So this is known as the... I don't know. Is this the Aristobird? No, the Aristobird will be the things in the back. This will be known as the Plume Elegant. The Elegant Plume. Nice. This thing down here, though, with this layered set of stuff going on here. Hold on. Whoa, hold on a moment. Let's not do any of that. Alright, select. You. Separate. Nice. This will be known as Plume Aristobird. Get rid of you, get rid of you. Okay. This will be known as the scientist, the doctor. The doctor. The doctor. The doc. The doc. I like the idea of that. Although I need to add a few more feathers at the back now, because I've gotten rid of the thing that actually made up the actual hairstyle for this thing. And then Okay. Take these, symmetrize them to the other side. And then we need to add, like, another thing of these two. Actually, just take one of them on this side. Then just take this and symmetrize. Nice. Now for the top of the head, we will just take one of you. Really swoop back right here. This is nice. We might add one more of these, just to be 100% sure about my idea what this thing is. And then symmetrize. I feel like there's one more feather that's missing. Right there. I bring it forward. No, I feel like that is putting too much emphasis on the forehead, and I don't want to do that. So you know what? We're going to bring this back a little bit. Bring these all back just a tiny bit. Yeah, there we go. It's really swooped back now. The Doctor. Kind of more sparser. It's more like a, you know, it kind of reminds me of the hairstyle from Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know if y'all know about that one. The one that's really, like, wacky looking. It's really nice. I like that one. I like that one a lot. Okay. So we have the dock. We have the dock. Plume Elegant. Plume Arista Bird. Plume J. I can kind of go with this one. The dock. The Shima. Alright, the Shima's nice. Shima is a lot further back. The main thing that makes this one is the four, really large things that stick out the back. Plumage, whatever it's called. Separate. I'm gonna keep the Shima as the Shima. This one will be known as Plume. What do I call this? A long feather? Long feather. There, I give it a long feather, and that doesn't change anything to the hairstyle, really. For what I want. It's nice. Very, very simplistic feather style with this one. It's just a slicked back kind of look to it. Not like the dock. The dock is a lot more. It's similar to the dock, but it's a bit further back, and it's more like a like a wild hairstyle, whereas the Shima is more of a laid back kind of hairstyle. I think it's nice. I think it's nice. All right, and then with the long feather that actually goes with it. This is technically the hairstyle it's supposed to be with, but it's fine. Nice. And then so we have the Avama. We have the Avama. The Avama is nice. Very, very big hairstyle. Very big hairstyle. The dock, the Shima, the side feather. The side feather is weird, but some people like a really one-sided feather situation going on. So I'm going to real quick separate these. Plume. Side feather. I might just call this, just keep it like that. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I don't know what I might do here. This one is like the wackiest hairstyle of all of them. This is the one I don't like the most, but people like this to a degree, which is why I have it here. They probably, I don't know. I don't know. They'll definitely like the side feather, though. The side feather is the main thing with it. The side feather is the only thing that saves this hairstyle. You take it away, it's just, what in the world? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, I guess. Plume, side feather. You know what? The parted. I feel like there's something I can do with this hairstyle that make it look better. I don't know though. Oh hey, it's the song that I had in my thing. Part Shima. The sword bird. Alright. This one's actually very easy to do, just like the Shima. These specifically are the only things that actually come off of it. Or is it? Is it this one too? No, it's not. This one? No. These ones. No, it is just these two. Okay. Actually, I'm still going to take 3 of them, though. Separate by selection. This will be known as the Plume Sword. Oh, the Sword Feather. My only issue with the Sword Feather is that because the sword is gone, it doesn't have the full, like, nice look to it as much. Which is why I want to do that. It looks similar to the Avama. Okay. So we have 5 plumes. We have 6 plumes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7. 7 plumes. That's enough for what I want here. If I just put all of the plumes on, what does it look like? I want to see what this looks like. Yeah, that is yeah, that for a bald bird, that's too much. That's too much. I might stick with the sword or the sheet. Actually, you know what? I like the dock the most, I think. The dock is probably the best one here. Actually, is it or the Shima? I do like the really short back hair in that one. No, I think I like this one. I'm gonna use this as my base for creating all my actual front heads hairs. Now the question is, how do we start it? And do I color all of my stuff? I could color all my hairs, and then that'll be nice. Do I, though? That's the question. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Huh. I could. I don't know what a hairstyle I want to do first, though, for like the front of the head. I could do a few things. But what exactly? Pushes off to the side. I don't know why, but that music kind of scared me. What is it? What is it? I could do like a good head cover kind of hairstyle. So I want to do something kind of like this one over here, where it's like spiked out to one side. I want to do a droopy one that goes off to the side, like whoosh, whoosh. In fact, I already have one. Do I bring that over? I might bring that over. Imports, FBX. So I'll do this one. Maybe this one? I mean, this will work for now. And then, hold up, actually keep that there. We get we want to take all this off. All that off. Just left with this. Separate. Side fold. unlink. Delete that. What? Parent. Clear and keep parent spot. All right. Delete you. Nice. Now we have this. I do want to keep this. And feather styles. I gotta make sure I set all these to head feather styles. Let me do this so that it is properly set up like all the other ones. Now, why am I doing it this way? I don't know. There's probably a much easier way I can do this, but I am dumb, so. Nice. Actually, hold up. We'll bring this whole thing down. Nice. Yes. That is about as good as we're going to get, but we need to... Actually, that'll work. That's fine. Not that big of a deal. Just had to make sure it was... I don't know. Hold on. See, these feathers were from a previous version of the model that I made. So I don't know if I can actually use these. Because of how wacky they're all messed up. They're really stretched. At least with these ones right here, you know, there is... Actually, that's actually kind of similar. Actually, that is the exact same. There's just one additional, like, thingy. If I just... Hold on. If I do... If I do... that... That might work. Just for the moment. You know what? Just select all of it and just click this button and then smooth. I mean, that kind of did what I wanted. You're definitely a bit wacky though, I have to say. I am manually just going through all of these and fixing them. You got me messed up. I really shouldn't do that. It's gonna take a while. What's wrong with me? Okay. No, but this is what I want. I'll keep this one here, because now we have this one, right? Nice. It does not fit this hairstyle at all, but it is here, right? Does it all connect well, or is it barely in the skull? No, it's in the skull. I might need to bring that a bit further in, though. And then maybe rotate it slightly. Okay, well, actually, hold up. Even further in. Okay, actually, don't do that. Better idea. We'll just take the ones that are bad, and then we'll just... Whoosh. That definitely ain't gonna make it look wacky, is it? Yeah, we're fine. We're probably fine. It's not gonna look terrible, is it? Well, it might. It just might just actually ruin the entire design. That's what you wanted, right? That's what you wanted. It's not what I wanted. No, we're fine. This is absolutely terrible looking. What is going on here? Let's fix this. Nice. 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 Great. Great. We're gonna say that's nice. Like I have already 6 million times. Alright, the side fold. Front. Side fold. I'm gonna just call the hairstyles in the front the fronts. That'll probably be the fastest way to do this. Oh, we've made, what was that? We made one hairstyle, and then I fixed all the hairstyles so that they actually are separated. The one we made was the Avama. That's what we made. We made the Avama. I mean, technically, the J is a front hairstyle. No. I like it. It's a plume. It's a large plume that just sits on the front of the head. I think it's perfect the way it is at the moment. I just need to find a good hairstyle for oh, okay. No, I don't know. I say for what we've got here, I think it might be good enough. I just need to make more hairstyles for the front. But I don't know. I think this might be it. Like I said for the stream. I can work on the front hairstyles at a later time. This is nice, though. This is nice. No one showed up. That's nice. Just kidding. We got one bot, which you know that. That's great. You know that means it went really well then. It went really well. Absolutely wonderful. I'm trying to see the views for the YouTube because I've only seen the views for the Twitch, and so far it does not seem to want to show up on my phone. You love that, don't you? Oh my goodness, I forgot about that. The picture I put for the stream. Oh my goodness. All I did to do that hairstyle was literally I just pulled the vertices. Looks so terrible. Oh my god. Okay, well, anyway, so I think that's going to be it for now. I did already put the ones I wanted. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different hairstyles. I might make one more so I can make sure I can make the hawk, which would be just straight up just like a mohawk kind of. And then I'd have that to be used as well, but I don't know. Well, that was fun. I'm going to possibly work on another one later, like a front hairstyle. But for now, what I have going on, I think that's it for now. Next time we'll see about making some funny hairstyles over here. Actually bring this over here and do that so I can see it a bit better. And that'll be it. Okay then. Well, anyway. Love you guys. For anyone that showed up and or is watching later, who knows? Maybe you tuned in later and you just wanted to see what happens. And if so, then thank you for tuning in. Hopefully, I don't know. I didn't actually teach anything, so if I did teach you something, then, you know, just by looking at it, I really should put the mouse thing up, shouldn't I? Where you can see like my shortcuts and whatnot whenever I'm pressing them. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, yeah. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Love you all. Stay safe. Know that you matter. And I'll see you.